This is William Patterson University Television.
Good afternoon and welcome back to SFA Presents, where we exhibit the works of the talented filmmakers here at William Patterson University. I'm your host, Johanca Vallejo, and today we have a very special alumni. This alumni is held dear to our hearts and has recently went on a voyage in order to make this great short film. Before we introduce you to the director of Wildman and my dearest friend, Mary Grace Czapran, let's take a look at one of the clips.
I'm Mary Grace Czapran, and I'm foraging in one of the most dangerous places in the world, Central Park. This is Wildman Steve Brill, who is a forager, meaning he eats plants. Not only did he get arrested in Central Park for eating a dandelion back in 1986, but he wears an awesome safari hat. Let the foraging begin. I'm gonna try it. Breaking the law, breaking the law. All right, let's see if this is good.
Also, this is not it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it tastes lemony. So you put this in a dish with potatoes or pasta or anything bland and it sparks it up. Cooked or...
That tastes just like lemon, and it's scary.
Yes, it tastes lemony and it's loaded with vitamin C. And the flour is edible? Yeah, any part that's soft.
It tastes like STDs.
The stem is too
Was I supposed to eat the whole thing, or?
It's too late now.
Yeah, hopefully I don't die.
So if you want to collect...
Mary Grace, welcome to the show. Did you go foraging today?
Yes.
How was it?
Through my fridge, yes.
All right. So, Steve Brill, Wildman.
Mm-hmm.
I know you shortly explained who this guy was,
yeah.
But who really is he?
All right, so he's actually a forager, meaning he goes to places and he salvages what he can eat, take home and he can eat. And he actually got arrested in the 80s for eating an endangered dandelion. And then he was on CNN, he was on BBC, he was on Letterman, and he's a legend. He does tours, and you can go and forage with the man himself, and that's what I did.
So why exactly did you decide to make this film about Wildman?
All right, so it's actually a long story, but I'm gonna shorten it for you.
Okay.
So when I was in late night class here at William Patterson, when we were looking for who we wanted to have as a guest, he was in the running. So I emailed him, and he was actually doing a Wildman tour at the time, like a Wildman World Tour. So he wasn't around. So I actually contacted him after I got out of school, and I said, I would love to do a film with you about what you do and do that, and that's what we did, and foraged. That's what happened.
A world tour.
Yeah, world tour.
Oh. Eating
just
plants.
The tri-state area, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So now I know that you had an interview with him, face to face. What else did you learn about Wildman?
I learned that he rapid walks. I don't know if I can get up and do that, but he rapid walks, where he walks really, really fast in an awkward motion, and I think that's what keeps him in shape.
So that's his other hobby.
That's his other hobby.
All right, all right.
It's a thing.
Now, foraging.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Oh, that's a good question. It's really not, because I almost died a few times, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Yikes.
So there's certain things that look innocent, there were just regular looking leaves, and I didn't know, and I was this close. I literally had the leaf almost in my mouth, and if it has like a white side on the back, you're not supposed to eat it. And if I would have ate it, I would have been like poisoned, and that would have been it. But thank God I'm here, I'm alive, you know? It's great. And mushrooms have like some kind of gas that has, like, they put that in rocket fuel, and I was close to eating a mushroom too, as well, because, you know, in the name of comedy, it's worth it.
Did you sign a waiver?
No.
No waivers. Okay. Well, aside from directing, what was your other role in this film?
Yeah, I actually hosted it, and that was like really fun. I wrote a lot of the content. Well, it wasn't scripted. That was like an issue that we had, sort of, because it was just, I had some questions that I wanted to ask people, but they're just random people. These were literally random people, and I didn't know what to expect from any of them. So it was just, you really had to just go off of what they were saying, and it ended up really, like, these people were really, really cooperative, so it went really well.
Well, at least that's that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the second clip.
Let's see. I see some red ones. Oh. Are there more? Where are they at, though? Oh, yeah. All right, sweet. Let's try this. You should just jump really, really high and see what happens.
Wait.
You should let me buy a berry off you. Okay, yeah, you're good?
Yep, I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Hello, I am here with
Daniel.
Daniel. And who is this? Whiskers?
This is Masafumi.
Oh, Masafumi.
So this is a project for school.
Yeah, for my school. I go to William Patterson.
I have a strong belief that as the world is really going more towards a technological intensity, that we need to counter that with like a return to some of these more human, soul-centric things. And so I feel like this is part of like a personal rewilding.
I love that. So it's like humanity finding humanity again.
Beautiful.
You should write a book, because I would read it. See you, Mr. Whiskers. Hey, do you think I could trade you my bag of foraged items for that, you know, that specific herb?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sweet. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Did you hear that guy say my leg, or was it just me?
Oh, he did. He said my leg.
Somebody in the, okay. All right. Now, I did see that the interaction that you had between yourself and the people of New York City was a different one. Can you tell us about the people that you met on this foraging journey?
It was very interesting. There's a few people I want to talk about. I'll never forget, we were walking through, and there's these two guys. There was this certain kind of berry that was on these higher trees, and this man got the other man to climb on his shoulders. One of them jumped to grab the branch to get the stuff on the branch, broke the branch, and it almost hit a woman in the head. And that was super interesting to watch from afar. That was crazy. And then there was this couple.
Okay.
I thought that it was a date, and I asked him, I said, is this a date, right? The one guy's wearing like shorts and a shirt, and the other girl's wearing like a sundress, and she's like, no, it's not a date. And he's like, yeah, it's a date. It's just an awkward thing.
Oh.
And then I met probably one of the coolest people I'll ever meet in my life, a woman named Rosinette, like Raisinette. Yeah.
Rosinette. Okay, can you tell us about Rosinette?
She was great. She actually saved my life. Yeah, she was the one that told me, oh, don't eat that. It has the white side on the back of the leaf. She saved my life, and forever she'll have a place in my heart.
Okay, so how did you decide on the editing style?
Well, I actually edited it with one of my good friends, you. Super talented, extremely amazing editor, and we decided that we wanted to just really showcase a lot of the characters that were on this foraging trip, and also give people a good taste of what the foraging trip was like. So you understood what the tour was, what we were doing on the tour, and like we wanted people to learn from it and to have like really short clips to keep people interested. And I think we did very well with that.
Okay, so since you made people learn something, right?
Yeah.
Or you learned yourself something. I went foraging myself.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I got this bag of foraged items.
Awesome.
Can you tell me like
What it is?
What it is? Like what did I get?
I would
Is it
love
safe
to.
for me to eat it?
Let's see. Okay. So first we have a twig, a stick. I don't think we can eat that.
No. I
Save
can't.
that for the rabbits.
Oh.
All right. We got another twig. Let's see what
I
else
can't
here.
eat these twigs?
No. A leaf. A deteriorated leaf. Oh,
That's
and,
not safe either?
and this is great. A stone.
I don't know
great.
that. I don't know how that got in there,
We
but
could try.
Okay, so do you have any sort of advice for new beginner filmmakers?
Yeah, just to really, do what you love, even if you feel like you're not comfortable with, like, I don't think filmmaking, like, I love it, but it wasn't, like, easy for me. It was difficult, but I think if you're doing something you love and something you're passionate about, it'll come together. And even if it doesn't, you're gonna end up creating something that you love, and there's always something to take from that when you're doing something you really love to do.
I really like that answer. Why don't we take a look at the last clip of today?
Awesome.
Do you mind if I could trade you my bag of foraging items for some of that food you have over there? I got lost on the tour.
I guess. Sure.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you, man.
No problem.
Sweet. I'm here with
Rosinette.
Sweet, I like that. It's like Raisinette, but I like your name much better. Thank you. So have you tried anything yet?
Yes, I tried the lady's finger. I tried the, what is this one called again? I forgot the name. The root.
Did you eat one of the shrooms?
The shroom, I have not. No, the shrooms, he said they should be cooked, so you shouldn't eat it raw.
Oh, because I sort of kind of ate one raw a little bit.
Do you feel like you have rocket flu?
Let's hope not. Let's hope for the best here.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's exciting.
Yeah, no.
Learn a lot more.
Oh yeah, you look like you really know what you're doing here. I'm just a little confused, but thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope I don't die. Thank you. Thank you. So I was told that this was a cherry berry that tastes like almonds, so I'll take a little bite. It's really like bitter. And I'm gonna try to catch the rest of it in my mouth. So let's check this out. It's the most awkward thing ever. Can I try some too?
I simmer the, okay, here's the recipe.
Is this leaf okay?
Yeah, that's Japanese knotweed.
This is weird. Oh my god.
Great. So what was that little pudding thing that he gave you that you asked for?
He made it from like fig leaves and I think twigs as well. And you would just pick up a leaf and he would put the pudding on it. It's not really sanitary when I think about it now.
Was it any good, at least?
Yeah, it was pretty good, surprisingly, because it didn't even look like pudding, so it was pretty good.
It looked different, for
like
sure.
mush, yeah.
For sure. Can you tell us about any other items or foraging food that you tasted that tasted good or anything of the sort?
That one plant that I ate, the one that I said tasted like lemon and STDs, it really did taste like lemon. So I guess if you garnish that or put that on some kind of like chicken or something, probably tastes delicious. But you're not supposed to eat the whole plant, which
or potatoes,
I did.
like you said.
Potatoes, yeah. You mix it in there. There's berries that were good.
Or pasta.
Or pasta,
All right. So who else worked on this with you?
Oh, I actually had some of my friends from some of my comedy classes here. Kate was amazing. Greg Schmidt, amazing. You, amazing. My dad was there. If you watch the video, you'll see him walking around with a hat on as well. We did it for 4 hours.
Background.
Yeah, so he was losing his mind.
Really?
And my teacher, Lexi Cullen-Baker, who's an absolute legend.
We all love Kelly. Lexi.
Yeah.
Sorry. Kelly.
Really talented individuals.
Was there something shocking that you learned about Wildman?
Well, I really love his exercise routine. That's awesome. And then also that he I asked him about it. I said, do you eat a lot of things other than the stuff you find here? And he eats a lot of that stuff. So, I mean, that's amazing to me that he can literally go in my backyard and find something to eat. It's amazing to me. And that's his career. He loves it. He's great at it. Seriously. I mean, what I gathered in 4 hours was nothing was edible. So.
Well, we're going to have to go foraging with him
Yes.
then. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much to Mary Grace Czapran for being here with us. Thank you everyone watching. And if you'd like to watch the full film and interview with Wildman Steve Brill, please click on the link provided under this video. And remember, Student Film Association meets every Thursday during Common Hour. That is 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. at Hobart Hall in Screening Room 140A. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at WPU SFA for more information and upcoming events. Tune in for the next upcoming show.